So in previous video we have seen some of the configurations related to screen sequence. Now we'll move further. That is, I will show you SPRO. We have seen logistics general. So in material master we have completed configure the material master. These fields we have done. We are done with these fields. Now we have field selection. Configuration is related to fields. Now we are going to see. So first I'll open material master here /mm01. So as I said, these are all our fields actually. So in this initial screen we have these many fields. That is, material is one field, material number, this material number is one field, industry sector is one field, and material type, change number from this. These are all fields. So I'll open one material. Deselect all. I'll select only basic data 1, 2. See, just I'll keep it aside. So now I'll come here. So in this configurations we'll do assign fields to field selection group and maintain field selection for data screen. So these fields are, see, I will open this thing, assign field to field selection group. So for every field we have, suppose for every field we have a name. For particularly to identify this field we have a name. In the background we have a name. So for this base unit of measure, in table we have a separate technical name for this thing. How to see this that technical name I will show you. See, click left click and click on help. So you will see here, you will get one symbol, technical information. Click on this thing. So here you can see every field has its name. So screen field, here you can see this is a screen field in the sense it will be having the table name and field name. So this entire data will be storing in some table in backend. Whatever the data you enter in this screen, it will be storing in some table. So for that table name, and in that table what is this field name, so that here it is displaying. See, Mara is a table name and MEINS is this field name. So this technical name we should be knowing to execute this configuration. To do these configurations we need to know this what is mean by table name and field name. So again this thing I will show. See, now this Mara mains is there. No, I'll again I'll open one more screen. Here we will go to table to check the table. You have T code SC16N. If you go here, so you enter the table name. What is it? What was the table name for this field? See, help, technical information. Mara is a table. See, I will first enter the table name. See, in this table what are the fields are there. It will automatically display what are the fields are there. So now what we are looking here is, in our case, see, now I want this is MEINS. MEINS means this is the base unit of measure. We are looking for base unit of measure, that we can see it here. See, MEINS, it is there here, base unit of measure. So this is the field name. In particular, Mara table holds all these fields. So all these fields are stored in Mara table. Basic data views, whatever the data we enter in this field, basic data screen, it will be stored in Mara table. So now you understood what is the table name and field name. Base unit table is a Mara and field name is a means here for base unit of measure. So to control these activities, see, now it is a mandatory base unit of measure, it a mandatory field. You cannot see, I will give remaining data here, but I will leave it base unit of measure empty. So it will throw me error. See, fill in all the required entry field. So this is the required field. So without, if it this required field, this check mark will come. So you cannot, without entering data, you cannot move further. So whether this field you want mandatory or you can keep it as it is. So here you can see some of the fields are mandatory, some of the fields are, see, just grayed out. Here you cannot enter any values here. See, for this dimension gross weight, it is grayed out, in the sense it will not take any input values. So this is hidden, this is hidden. So here you can see, you can enter the value, optional, you enter also okay, if you not enter also okay. These things are display in display mode only, you cannot enter anything. So these control we can do it here in field selection and in this transaction. See, again I will come here, SP arrow, logistic general, in material master, this field selection is there. Here for fields related activities control, you can do it here. So for every field in first transaction, if I go here, for every field there is a group assigned to it, field selection group assigned to it. Whatever the standard fields available in SAP, see, for that already for these fields there is a group assigned in the backend. See here, see, for us, for now we are here. See, for base unit of measure, as we know, see, I am again taking the technical name. See, Mara and means is this field location, field name. So here you can see. So for this, for some, I will paste it here. So here you can see Mara means is there. For this is the base unit of measure, is a table name and field name. So for this selection group is 1. So field selection group is 1. So similarly for every field, a unique number is assigned, actually in the backend unique number is assigned for every fields. For Mara means it is assigned group number as 1. See, you should know this group number. Selection group is there, no? This group you need to fetch it from here, and in this step you will get this group name, group number. In the next step, maintain field selection for data screen is there. If you execute this transaction here, see, for field selection group we know already. See, same we have selected here. see, that is Mara and means, that is base unit of measure. So here you have the option to make it hide, display, required or optional entry. So for field Mara means, field reference, for suppose this field name for a base unit of measure, you can control here. See, we can control at some of the, see we can control it material type level. For particular, whenever you are creating material type first, in that case you want it, this field is there, no? Base unit of measure, you want it mandatory or optional. So we have like that, you can control, there are many control type depending upon material type, depending upon industry sector. See, these are the material types. Depending upon material types, you can control whether it's a required field or optional field. Similarly, this is a industry sector. With respect to industry sector, you can also configure. So depending upon procurement also, you can see the reference F is referenced in external procurement. Depending upon the procurement type, you can control. See, this is the industry sector, I think M is the industry sector. See, the field reference is, see, referenced in 2 of 12 industry sector. See, depending upon the industry sector also you can control. If you want to know what are the field, this field reference, where it is used, you just click on this arrow, this symbol, you will get where you used list. So now I will see this, in transaction MM01, these are the transaction data, MM0L, MM11, MM12, MM19, these are the transaction codes, and these are the material type. See, this NLAG is a material type, and KMAT, FERT is a material type, HULV is a material type, HAVA is a material type, HERS is a material type. So at material type you can configure. So MMVD, it is also reference in the, this is a transaction. These are also transaction. MMV, the MPO also at client level, material type. This is MPO is a material type. See, again this is a material type. So this is the entire system wide you can control. See, at client level you can control. This client wide, if you select here, it will be applicable entire client wide. So in this this display, hide, display, required, optional entries, they have own priority. So hide is having highest priority. If you tick hide in any of the case, so the first priority will be hide. See, there are many controlling functions, right? You may be entering with respect to material type also, you are making this thing, these activities, in the sense you are with respect to material type you are configuring this thing, display, hide or required, and with respect to client wide also you are setting, with respect to industry sector also you are making these options. See, these are the things. For all the things, I will show one more thing. So at transaction level you are making this settings. So if you have more than one option for the same thing, see how which one it will consider. See, I will decide. See in MM10, suppose in MM10 transaction, for this transaction I will keep it hide, and again for material type ROH I will, suppose material type is there, no? In material type ZROH, right? See material type ROH, here if I select it as a optional entry, which one it will consider when I execute my transaction MM01, which option it will take, that will be defined on based on the priority. So if any of the transaction, if you given priority hide, so it will take the priority. Remaining, if whatever the things, if you are assigned display required optional, no, this will ignore this setting and consider only hide. So now I will give one example also. See this field reference for material type, see for ROH, see ROH, what is mean by field reference? So where it is assigned, this field reference, where it is assigned to material type. So in material type configuration, I have said I will show it in the future. So now it is the time I will show it. In material type we have that configuration. See, if I come here in material, again I will open one more screen. We have done configuration related to material type, right? In that we have, I will use directly T code OMS2. See here for ROH, if I place it the position ROH, see here is the field reference ROH. Here is the field reference. This is attached to this field reference is taking from this ROH. If you are given ROH here field reference, this it will take there. Similarly for material type, it was also ROH only. See, this material type and field reference are there, no? Both are coming from here. So material type, it will decide from this field reference. In material type, it is field reference is given here. So similarly, we have for industry sector also we have screen reference. SPRO, I will open it. In logistic general itself, if you come here in material master, so in industry sector, while defining industry sector, where is industry sector? Setting for key fields, not here. Basic setting. Just a minute, I will open. See here we have defined our industry sector, right? If I execute this, see industry sector is this one, this is the industry sector, this is the description. So field reference is there here. So for mechanical engineering, field reference is M. Similarly for mechanical, one more field, industry sector N, field reference for this also M. So this, depending upon the industry sector, if you want to control the fields in material master, that is in MM01, see this field if you want to control by industry sector, that is if this in our case we have taken, we have selected mechanical as a industry sector. Depending on industry sector, if you want to control this field, whether it is optional or required, so it will fetch this field reference from industry sector configuration industry sector configuration here. So if you want to control it by material type, similarly if you want to control that field reference, this field selection is there. If you want to control it by material type, this field reference is coming from here. See, this field reference will come from here. So in that case you can control these fields by you can control this field by material type. So now I think you understood the how you can make the controls. Here, similarly for every now we have seen for industry sector and material type. Similarly at client level it is also there for entire client level, and similarly at transaction code level, for every transaction they will be assigning this field reference there. So next see, I'll come here. I'll this concept, as I said, if you have activated controls at many level, if you are if you are ticking them, in the sense, if you are making these configurations at material type level also, at industry sector level also, at transaction code level also, see, it is not possible logically. If you want, if you are executing controllers at three different point of view at different level, so it is impossible to display all the three requirement in one transaction. So it will give priority. So in this case, hide has a highest priority, display has a highest priority, next priority is for display, next is for required, and then last priority is optional. So I will show you. I will make this field. See here, now we are seeing this field selection group, right, for base unit of measure. See, for base unit of measure, so I am taking more time here just to make you people understand this thing. This is the field reference is referenced in one of 82 material types, referenced in many of the plants. See, at plant level also you can configure for each plant. If you are you are entering plant in while creating material, you are entering plant. So depending on plant also you can control the things whichever you want to mandatory or optional. See, these are at plant level, these are at these are industry sectors, E and F are there. Oh, these are industry sectors. So now what I will do, I will deselect all these things first and I will execute your this transaction. See, now I am configuring. See, for transaction MM01 I am giving hide as a priority. I am ticking this radio box hide. So in MM03 it is in display. So in MM01 only, similarly, see, this transaction irrespective of what you are doing. See, if I have given MM01, it is a hide. If I hide in MM0, if I hide this, so it will, see, I will execute this thing, then I will show you what will be the difference. See, now if I come again to create material master, here you can see /n MM01. If I come here, ROH I am taking. Now you see basic data. I will deselect all the things. I will select only basic data one view. See, now it is hidden here. So irrespective of, see, it has given hide as a first priority. So you come here, I see in configuration. See, at transaction level I have given hide. So similarly, see that I have used material type as ROH. See ROH, for ROH, see I have kept required entry, but it didn't take this configuration, so it has given priority to hide. Similarly, in materials industry sector, my industry sector is mechanical here. So if you see PMM, see M, here also I have kept optional, but it didn't take any of the things. So this is the importance of, you should remember the priority, and whatever the level you are giving the highest priority, that will consider while creating material. See, in MM03, MM01 we have made it hide, we kept it hidden, but same in, if I go and if I already created material using this setting, see I will show one more thing. I'll exit one more scenario, /n MM03, this material, if I exit, or it is not active. See, in MM03 anyhow, all the fields will be in display mode only. If you want it in MM02 also, in change mode also, if you don't want to allow anybody to make changes, so in MM02, if you want to only display this setting, see what will happen. Again you come here, again come back. In MM02 for the same material, I'll deselect all the things and select this basic data 1. Here you can see remaining field you can make changes, but in unit of measure it is in display mode, so you cannot make any changes. See, it will not allow. This is a display mode. So depending upon the transaction you can control, depending on material type you can control, and industry sector also you can control. At plant level also you can control this field, whether you want it optional or required or hidden. So now you understood how to make a field optional, hidden, or required, or mandatory. So this you can do it here. So now I will give one more example. First I will make this configuration as it is, as it was there previously. So in MM01, MM03, in MM01 this was required field. See, I will save it. Again you can see this will be reflecting here, /n MM01. So MM01, deselect all the things, base unit of measure, again it came. So this you can control in this configuration. So what you have to do is, whichever the field you want to make changes, so you should check this technical name of the field. See, help, go to help, find the technical name. See, here is a table and field name. Copy this and first you find the group name. What is the group name for your table name? what is the group name assigned to your table name. See, for division group name is 90. So from, see, again you need not to go to this transaction always. See, you can configure this here also. From here also you can enter that screen. See, in front of this check mark green button is there, you click here, it will take to next screen, whichever we are seeing, no? For this also, if you want to make, I will make that field, now I will make that field required at transaction code level only. I will do it. See, and mm01 I will make it required and I will save it. And if we come again, this division, see, it is optional field now. I will create now one more time. I will come, then you can see mm01. I come, deselect all these things. See, this field also become mandatory. So this is how, depending upon user requirement, you should configure whether the field should be a required or optional. So some of this you can see, as I shown all the things now. Hide also I have shown, display also shown, optional and mandatory also. See, now I will make it optional. See, mm01 required is there. Now again I will make it optional, save it, and again if I come here, if I execute mm01 one more time, you will see it will become /n mm01. Deselect. See, it has again become optional. So this you can configure. So in some of the case, what will happen, if you added your own field here, suppose one more field here, if you added one more field somewhere in this screen, sub screen, so for that also you will be having some table name. So first you need to check the table name. In the back end you will give, see here in this transaction you can create your field selection group is there, no? This group number you can create. See, this group number you can create. So from, I think from after 900, 600, 700, or I think 900, after 900 you can use remaining numbers for new selection group creation. So now I will make some changes. See, for division we have seen, no, 90. I will change this group name, selection group name. I will make it 984 is there already. 985 I will make it. See, only field group from 1 to 240 are allowed. Okay, 1 to 240 in the sense I need to enter within this thing. 1 to 240 in the sense, see, 240 I will enter. Say 240 it has taken. If I save it, see, I will save it. See, now this selection group is assigned to this field division. This is there, no? It is assigned to this one. So in case of new field, and that new field will come here, for that new field you will be assigning this selection group. So again you can control this thing here, optional, mandatory, and all those things. So for your reference I have created this thing, but again I will make it as it is. 240 is there, no? You should not make any changes in standard thing. It will again make some create some problems. So this is the, see, these are the two fields. These are the two important configurations to control whether the field you want, field you want it as a required, optional, or hidden or display. So these configurations we already seen. Here you will define industry sector and will give field reference number, and plant specific field selection and plant specific. As I told, we can control at plant level and storage, plant level, material type level, industry sector level. So we can also control it industry specific level. Means in the plant level you can, I will execute this thing. See here, define plant specific field selection and plant specific screen selection. If I execute this thing, you will see for plant 001 field reference is 3001. If you want to control at plant level, field reference in front of this field reference, again this field reference you remember it, 3001 is there. So I will come here again, I will show this thing here in field selection data screen. Here you can see this for plant 3001 field reference key is this one 000. So with respect to this is the link, how it is linking plant to this free screen selection, in the sense field selection, this screen it is this is the connection 001 field reference key. So this is there for plant in material industry sector and material type, and also at client wide also there, but these are the and transaction code level also there. So there also this reference will be there for transaction mm01. In transaction mm01 they would have made some settings there, they will give this mm01 as field reference. So now we have seen covered all those things. See, one more we have define lock relevant fields. Lock relevant fields in the sense, see, I will execute this thing. See, some of the fields you want to lock if you don't want to make any changes, or if you want to fix the value within that field, you want to lock that field, so you can do it here. Suppose I'll do field name, I will take again, I will show it here. So lock relevant field, I will come here. See, you can prevent see some of the data by locking it without the lock function. How it will work, I will show. I will take this example only. Again I will take this field name from this only, help F1 technical information. See, make a lock relevant, control C. See, if I come here and I'll search for first. See, if I make it lock relevant, see, if you have any doubt, you can just check the help. You can see if a material is locked, the field flagged as lock relevant can no longer be changed. It will not allow to make any changes. See, division is there, no? I will make it for again I will Mara means I will select, or else again I will take this one only, base unit of measure only. You don't get confused there. Here ME ions, okay. See, for this field I will make it lock relevant and save it. Again if I come here and if I create a material /n mm01, create a raw material, very few numbers left. Okay, deselect all. See, test material I will give 222. Base unit of measure I will take each material group. See, it is not affecting us to enter any values here. Whenever we are in create mode, it is not it is allowing us to enter the value even though it is a lock relevant. See, base unit of measure, it is taking a value, it will save. See, 96 is our material number. If I go to mm02, notion mm02 for this material only, if I execute this thing, see, it will not, it is a lock. If for lock relevant, if you configure this thing, once you make it a lock relevant, it will not allow you to change anything. Lock relevant, it is lock relevant in the sense some of the people it is not like display. You can change whenever you required, you can change this thing. The settings you can change, but it will be allowed to some particular persons only. So this is how you want to lock the fields. You have already previously I have done for other field. So for gross weight I have done. Now for this field I am doing it. See, it is locked. It will not allow, but remaining field you can, whenever you want to unlock, you can unlock. So this is the importance of this lock screen. See, lock relevant. So by this we come to the end of this field selection configurations. So now we have covered this field selection related configurations also. See, now we are done with configuring the master data, configuring the master. Here we have seen screen sequence and subscreen order and all those things. We have made settings here. So here with the order at what order, individual screen and subscreen, how we have to control, we have seen here. Here field wise how we can make controls, we have seen here. And remaining these basic settings we have seen. This is the first topic we have discussed. We have done with all the major configurations. Now settings for key fields. So now next I will discuss in next video. I will discuss, see, in next video I will discuss setting for key fields. So if this is a very basic thing, these are the data entry things, there is no much configurations. So we will see it in for material master only. I will take one more again. See, if I have time I will finish this one also. See, let us finish this one also in this video only. See, material group. See, material groups means where it will come. See, in material group, it is the material group. In material master, here we have material group. This what are the values it is defined here. No, these are defined in this transaction. Here these are defined here. If you want to define your own material group, you have to define it here. The transaction code is OMSF. So material group. See, now I will create one more material group. So new entry, material group I will create as ZVAR. I will create. ZVAR is not there. test I'll give test var as a description. I'll save it. Here. Now if you come here in material master, you can see my material group also. At last it will show. So now I need to come out of this first because it is already activated before doing that configuration. So that's why it is not showing. See, I will come here. If I execute this thing, see here you can now whatever the configuration I have made, it will come here. I will directly find it. ZVAR. Material group GZZ. I think we didn't save actually. See, I'll check this thing. So it is already open here. I'll close this thing. So it is VZAR. Sorry, I am confused here. So VZAR. I'll open one more screen. VZAR /NMM01. If I come here, create raw material. So deselect all these things. Come here. So material group, you can see here. VZAR I have configured, right? I'll find it directly. VZAR. See, test VAR, it has come here. So for material group related configuration, we have done it here. So we have defined our own material group. So this is also external, maintain external material group. It is also same thing. This stuff you can assign material number to external material group if it is created externally. It is out of SAP non-SAP system. You can assign create here. You execute and you can same thing. It is just like a description. Only one keyword will be there and description. These divisions are mainly related to, see what are the divisions. See, this division will come in sales and distribution. So this is a motorcycle division, paint division. In one plant, one company may be having many divisions. So depending upon these divisions, see these divisions are configured already. So these divisions you can configure here. So it will come in material master here. So you can see in this screen divisions are there. What are the configurations will be doing in that screen? Those will be displayed here. See 00 is a cross division. I will select this one. Again, if you come here, you can create your own also. See, oh, again I came here. So division is there, no? See, cross division. Want to create, you can create only. Just it is one keyword, and for that you need to give the description. That's it. Okay. Then material status. So this will come in MRP status. Whether material status also in this screen only we can define it here. Material status somewhere in material master view 2, I think. Test material I will give it. So base unit of measure. Material status we will use it in other screens actually. Purchasing. Oh, 9999. See, I will show it here. Material status will be there, whether it is allowed for procurement or this material is blocked, and all those things you can configure here. The status in details you can see. It will be having the purchasing. Whenever you go to purchase this, whatever the material blocked, no, if you set status for this material as a blocked, so it will give whenever you go to purchasing, it will throw error. The B means throw error warning. See, error message. So this configurations we will do it here. ABC indicator, see ABC indicator, I will show you where. See here ABC indicator will be is there. Whether material it is a A means very significant, B means medium significant, and low means C means very low significant. This classification we will use in material planning, MRP material requirement planning. So there we will classify every material, whatever the material we will be purchasing or we will be manufacturing, we will be classifying material depending upon their significance. So this indicators, you can ABC indicator you can configure there. See, you can configure here this material status, ABC indicator, this lab and office, define laboratory and offices, this all those things, storage conditions, this all come here. In again I need to come again back here. So if I'll show everything. If I come here again, I need to come to basic data one view. See here it is there, no, material status. It is like this. See here we have material status. I was discussing, no, previously. I said, see, this is the material status. Material status, you define this material status here, that will be reflected there. ABC indicator, laboratory and offices, in material master, laboratory and offices. So in basic data 2, sometimes the screens will be in unit of measure, additional unit document, basic data, see basic data text. So these are the like just to avoid repeated entry, we will do some configurations. So that will be so that you can use again and again. See, lab or office will have, laboratory or office will have, we have here. See, laboratory or office. This configuration, see, laboratory and offices. If you execute this configuration, see this configuration, 3-digit key. This is the description, right? In material master, so 3-digit key. This is the description. So these are the small, very the packaging. See, next I will show you. See, you just go through the definition of all the things, what it will mean, what is the meaning of those fields. You will understand. There is no need of any explanation or basic material, which is whether material belong to this basic material or not. So just you just go through this documentation if you want. The storage conditions are there. The storage conditions where we will be using in we are using in storage location data is there, no. See, storage conditions and all those things come under. In plant and storage location data it will come. See, storage bin, storage conditions, temperature conditions is there. See here storage conditions is there. Here, see, these fields are defined here. Whatever you are seeing it here, see, I will show you. See, in storage location, define storage conditions is there, no. If you execute this thing, whatever the fields you define it here, it will be displayed here. In storage location data view, storage data, plant and plant data, storage location one view, here it is displayed. So similarly temperature conditions there here. See, temperature conditions you will define here. Next, after the storage condition, it is temperature conditions. What are the temperature conditions you define? It's very simple, just go and create new, that's it. Give the condition, these are the requirement, these are the very descriptive requirement, you maintain here and use it everywhere. Container requirement, so container requirement also comes in material master, these things here, storage location data only, container requirement. Next we have container requirement over define unit of measure group. So unit of measure, whatever you want, you can group. See, each unit of group is there, no, sorry, I will come again. So you can group unit of measure. See, the pack numerator 50, denominator 1, unit group. See, this all these things are very generic. You can see, you can just go through the documentation and you can configure, you can group together a existing unit of measure. You can store unit of measure group in a material master record. You can group with all, you can group together existing unit of measure and store it in material master. See, you just go through the action. See, this international article number is there, no? See, these are this article number depends on what type of material, so the data related to that you can maintain here. So EN number means every barcode will be there, no, barcode number will be there, not like that. So for every that we call EN number, that will maintain in basic data 1 only. See here, EN or UPC number, so it is a unique number, it will depend. EN is sometimes the 13 digit depending on material. To identify the material, unique number will be there all over the world. There that product will be having unique number. That number is for that number also you can give number range there, and there after mentioning number range you can use those number ranges here. See, same like we have defined number ranges for materials and all those things, no? See, it will depend on, see, these are the measure group process map, these are the EN related thing. Yeah, see, this is also we have finished this also. Setting for key fields also we are done with. So these are all the things are not of any importance. This enhancement, all those things it will not come under our scope. So as of now, so we are done with this material master configuration. Next we will see